Well, as you can see, today is going to be a little bit of a different day because Monday of last week was my late foster mom's birthday. So the plan is to get some daffodils because my foster mom loved yellow flowers. We're going to get some daffodils. So we're here at Morrison's to get some. My original plan was to get a really nice bouquet of expensive flowers in her honor. However, that didn't really come to fruition because I know for a fact she would have thought that it would be a waste of money to get like £30-40 bouquet of flowers. So what I'm going to do instead is donate about that much to the British Heart Foundation. Flowers have been acquired. They're not quite daffodils, but I thought yellow roses would be nicer, and I'll explain why here in just a second. Almost forgot to take my lock off again. This is a one-way street. So we're now on our way to Tiverdale, a place I've never been before, but it's a place that my foster mom had her ashes spread. Apparently there's a park nearby. Let me explain why I wanted to get these yellow roses. In our garden we have some orange roses that my late foster dad, we got them in memory of him. My late foster mom loved any flower that is yellow, and funny enough, I remember she used to have a budgie called Lala after Lala from the Teletubbies because Lala is also yellow. That's kind of why I wanted to get the yellow roses, to pay sort of homage to my foster dad as well. And it's kind of hard for me because I'm gonna get real with you now. I didn't visit my foster mom in the last stages of her life, and I honestly feel terrible about it. And I know that a bunch of roses that she obviously isn't even gonna really know about isn't going to make up for the fact that I didn't see her, but it's something that I wanted to kind of go there and reminisce about what I do remember, which is quite a lot. You know, given the fact that I was probably under the age of 2 when I was living there, I remember a lot because we used to visit her a fair amount with my parents. But when I got older, I just started doing my own thing and just feel terrible about it. So I just kind of want to go there and pay my respects. There's no cemetery there, there's no headstone. It's just a park that she enjoyed. And I got in touch with her daughter on Facebook. I said that I was planning on going there today or tomorrow when the weather is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. And I just kind of feel like she was the first woman that I ever knew. She's the... This is going to sound really cheesy, but she was genuinely my sunshine. absolutely glorious day it is today. Highs of 19 degrees today, highs of 21 tomorrow, so you can bet I'm going to be out here tomorrow as well. Well, not here specifically, but I'm going to Wolverhampton to return those riding jeans.
NANI?!
Shouldn't be on your phone whilst driving, my friend. Oh, that's a big hill. That is a really big hill. Alright, so we've made it. I'll try and find a place to park up that's not going to bother anybody here, and then we'll do a little bit of reminiscing. So this is roughly where I was told that it was going to be. I think that this is it. It's a little bit windy, but that's fine. You know, I just kind of thought that this would be the perfect backdrop for something like this. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my late foster mom and just sort of sit here, reminisce. I was put into the foster care system at a very, very young age. And I also came out of the foster care system at a very, very young age. And I was moving around all of these different homes. I can't remember exactly where I was born, because obviously it was so long ago and I've moved from place to place. My biological mother, she wasn't able to take care of me. She was very young, very inexperienced, and so she put me up for adoption. That's when my foster mom came into the picture, who I always affectionately called Nana Marlene, because she was very... She was the first family that I ever knew, and the first person who I could remember who took care of me and showed me love. I'm not saying that my biological mom didn't ever do that. I was too young to remember, but it's definitely something that sticks with you. And as I said when we were riding up here, Marlene loved yellow flowers. I actually had to ask what kind of flowers to bring up here because I couldn't remember if she even liked flowers. I suppose that's down to me not visiting as often as I should have in her later years. It's definitely something that I've beat myself up over. It's not something that I've taken lightly, especially the fact that I was an adult when she passed. I was able to go and see her on my own, but I just didn't for whatever reason. And like I say, I do genuinely feel terrible for that. For the first person who I remember in my life to not go and visit them when theirs was ending. I remember the names of all of the other people that lived in that house at the time. I won't say their names because obviously I would need their permission to do so, but I remember them. I remember them well. And everybody there was just so genuinely lovely. I remember I would always steal mushrooms and tomatoes from my foster dad's plate when he was eating, and he would let me because I would never eat. And you know, it's just genuinely something that I wish I could go back and visit more often, because I honestly just kind of feel like a terrible person for not doing so. and these roses, they're not gonna make up for lost time. I know they're not. And I know that anybody watching this video now and watching through to this part will say, don't beat yourself up over it, there's nothing that you can do to change it, or I'm sure you had your reasons. But truth is, if I did have reasons, I don't remember them. And I won't lie, I don't really think I had any reason, any excuse to not visit. I mean, yeah, I was putting myself through college, but I didn't go there every day, and I could have easily have taken the bus up here to go and see her. She gave me so much. So much love, so much care, so much time, so much patience, and I didn't even go and visit. I'm not crying, it's these allergies, I swear. There's a lot of pollen around. Honestly, not a day goes by that I don't think about my Nana Marlene. It may be too late, but happy birthday. I just wanted to pay homage to the first woman that I ever knew, and one of the best women that I ever knew. That dog comes over here, I'm gonna pet the heck out of it. So this is the place where she has had her ashes scattered, or round about here. So I'm leaving this rose in memory. You know, if anybody comes and picks it up and wants to take it home, then that's their prerogative. I'm not going to go against that because, you know, I'm the one that left it here, but my baby. I'm gonna say this hill is a lot more fun to ride down than it is to ride up. So we're just on our way to town, gonna pick up my prescription and then head home. And the best part about this hill is you don't even need to use your throttle and you're able to just roll down because gravity is on your side. Right, it's currently 3:28 p.m. I can only imagine the school traffic. goes again in 6/10 of a mile. What the f? Seriously? Really nice houses along here. I'm so warm. Alright, prescription has been filled, and now I'm gonna head back because I am sweating like crazy. Currently 19 degrees Celsius. Alright, well, if my Action 5 dies on me now, I'm going to be really annoyed, so I'm going to end off the video right here. Thank you for watching. I know it was a little bit of a long one, a little bit of a solemn one, and I feel like I had to make it because, like I said, Monday last week was my late foster mom's birthday, so I just thought it'd be nice to pay some respects to where her ashes have been scattered. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday's video. They've got a sticker on their rearview mirror, like a barcode sticker. I feel like every spot for them is a blind spot.